What's up, guys? Welcome to LYRE's channel where we discuss production and songwriting. If you're not subscribed already, hit that subscribe button down below. All right, guys, so after months and months and months, I decided to continue my series on how I produced my song Girl That Was Perfect. The reason I haven't done it before is because I had to go through 6 hours of footage for this next bit of the series. So as you can imagine, had some other things to do, like producing songs and writing my books. So I didn't really have the time, but I finally got a chance to do it. Super stoked. So this is going to be number 4, the 4th video in this installment. And what I'm doing here in this particular video is mostly addressing verse 2. In the previous session, I didn't really get a chance to dig into it. So that's what I'm doing. It might be a bit of a slow start. Bear with me because I am showing you guys like the real session, what I actually did, which includes a lot of trial and error, things that didn't make it in the track. So I thought it was important to include that. So I hope you think so too. Again, just to remind you guys, this is a real session. This is not me sitting there in front of the camera like talking about how I did something. It's actually me doing it. So, you know, I tried to make it not jarring by like doing voiceover and explaining what I did, but sometimes if it is jarring, forgive me. And if you don't understand something, please ask it in the comments and I'll reply. But without further ado, let's just get to it. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna do is address the second verse. I think I was really tired when I was doing it, so I'm a little bit like, is this good though?
Took all the pieces of me I've been mean to, and many of them cold with love. Fed every part.
First thing, I'm gonna EQ this guitar. I have just like this on it, but I'm gonna put this other preset I made.
Okay, so what you guys see me doing here is I am basically just going straight for the second verse because I kind of made a mental note as I was producing this on the first day that my second verse was just kind of thrown together. It was more or less just like some stems flown from the chorus. So I knew that's where I had to go first. And usually that's what happens is I really focus on the chorus and then I kind of like perfect the verses, the bridge sections like that the second time I approach the song. So, and I think it's not surprising that I went for the guitar first, and what you see me doing here is just kind of trying to EQ out the nasties, you know, because I just recorded this like in my room. This wasn't really like recorded in a booth properly. I'm making quotation marks with my fingers right now. So, you know, I'm trying to position this guitar as well as I can in the mix, in the song, make it sound as pleasant as possible. And then there's a few frequencies that are sort of abrasive that I'm hearing. So that's what I'm doing with first my favorite EQ, Equalize. Now I'm doing it with FabFilter Pro MB. Just taking a look at that frequency spectrum and looking for those nasties, you know?
It's like right there. What is this? 4,000. Like it's really concentrated right there.
Okay, so and once I, you know, EQ the guitar a little bit, I just end up listening to the verse and just kind of vibing with it, seeing what I'm hearing since I knew already that I didn't really love the way it was arranged. So yeah, a lot of this video was just me listening to the song a lot.
Let's do something different with like percussion, but what? That remains a mystery. Ha ha ha.
So, and what you guys can see me do right here is I found this playlist on Spotify called Dark Child Collection. So since the song is so inspired by the 90s, you know, not copying necessarily, but just like listening to the approach of those songs, of the arrangement, is really helpful.
Vocal.
Took all the pieces of me I've been mean to.
What I think is kind of funny right here is you literally see me go like, oh, I'm going to do this vocal thing. And then I totally don't do it and end up going to fix the percussion first. And that's usually how I produce, just like try to go with whatever inspires me in the moment.
Okay. I don't know how I feel about the shapers here. Like they kind of like really disrupt the vibe for me.
Took all the pieces of me I've been mean to, and many of them
Yeah, this is one of those things things that I personally do. I vocalize everything, percussion, guitar parts, I mean vocals clearly, strings, because I'm a singer, and I've seen people that come from being a guitar player, for example, just wanting to do everything on guitar. It's just an approach thing.
I guess it depends on like how vintage versus how modern. I don't know, vintage. Like, I don't want to go modern. Like, why would I want to do that? Like,
and we're back to the 90s collection of Darkchild songs. You know, I'm just like listening and going, okay, what did they do? What created that vintage vibe for that type of music? You know, and so I'm listening to references and I'm writing down like, oh, they had this particular type of guitar, they had detuned strings, they used a lot of the 808 kit, like whatever it is, you know, whatever genre I'm working on at that moment. That's what kind of guides a lot of my ideas. And of course, on top of that, I'll do something that I feel is unique to me.
God, I come back to sessions and I'm like, I have no idea what this is. None at all. I'm like, what is this song? I'm so confused.
What I think is really interesting is, you know, you see me really struggle in the beginning here because I don't even remember half the things that I did. So, you know, as I refresh my memory, listening to like, oh, string parts I did, I'm like, okay, cool. I can have a little bit of a guidance for this verse.
Oh, with love, mean to.
Yeah, so what I'm doing here is just trying out this melody string idea that would go with the vocal.
Mean to, and many of them hold with love, and many of them hold with love.
So yeah, you guys can see like the idea behind the series really was to show the real process. I feel like in the last 3 videos, I cut a lot more of what was going on. In this one, I'm just kind of like, yeah, this is how it is. I just sit there sometimes and just do something for a while, play something back 10,000 times. You know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
So like a volume animation? I'm confused.
And many of them hold with love.
Yeah, this is definitely not like cute as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, so what I'm trying to do is use a sound I've already created for the strings in the chorus, like use the same patch in the verse, and I don't like the patch, so I'm just replacing it in here.
New one, and all right, so we'll start here.
And many of them hold with love.
That's cool. That's already better.
Mean to, and many of them hold with love. Many of them hold with love. Many of them hold with love. Said every part. Many of them hold with love. Said.
Okay, and what you're about to see me do here is I'm trying to make the last 3 notes of the string pass legato. So I'm putting them on their own legato track, and then the top 3 would be staccato.
Hold with love. Many of them hold with love. Me with love. Hold with love.
Yeah, just maybe like shorter, but not total staccato.
Hold with love. Said every part of my mind with that.
And what I think is really funny is you guys that know the song know that like that's the string part is not in it. This is just me trying something and realizing it totally doesn't work.
I don't know how I feel about it.
Many of them hold with love.
I don't know how I feel about it.
Many of them hold with love. Said it.
It's almost like I wanted to be like a different instrument or something. Let me try something like different. The string just feels like not right.
Yeah, that's what I think is interesting too. You just saw me try to fix the string with a detuner by dropping it down an octave. You know, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but you just have to try stuff. That's just really like the only wisdom I can offer.
Mean to. Many of them hold with love.
Yeah, and you see me go for Omnisphere here and just try different types of plucks.
And many of them hold with love. And many of them hold with love. Many of them
That's the funny thing about parts. Sometimes you don't know if it's going to work. You have to try to either change the octave or change the tonality, which is, you see me playing with both those things here.
I think I'm unobtrusive. Good, simple Glock. Yikes, I don't like the tonal stick percussion. What's that? Let me see. Yikes, that's gross. Oh, that's gross. That is all gross, all gross. I hate that. Like, I hate that so much.
If there's anything I can offer about this kind of thing is, I feel like when I was a younger producer, I would get easily frustrated. Like, oh, this is not working out. Like, this is not good. I'm not good. You know what I mean? But now it's more, for me, it's a little bit more about, well, I had an urge to put something here. This may just not be the right thing. So let's find the right thing. Perfect. Took all the
It needs to be the
I was perfect. Took all the pieces of me I've been mean to, and many of them whole with love.
That's cool. That's cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, please do remember to double up your harmony parts. Obviously not every time. If you're doing like a throw type situation, you know, you can do one, but yeah, most of the time you're gonna want that left and right.
And there's no auto-tune on this, that's why it sounds like shit. Alright. Put auto-tune on this bitch, la la la.
Y'all, it's been a long quarantine. No judgment.
Auto-tune is my friend, yay, yay, yay. Less, I mean more.
A little aside, I usually crank autotune pretty high on harmonies just because for me, I want them to be really, really tight. Leads is a totally different idea.
I can't do that. I can do in like one note and then like something like that, and then I'll melodyne it.
That is actually a trick. If something's too low or too high, I guess, but usually I do this with lower notes. I just sing, whatever I can that's higher than that note, usually trying to make it pretty clean, like one note or two notes, and then I just melodyne it down to the note I couldn't physically do.
All right, that's cool. And then we melodyne. I can't believe this latency. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, okay. Melodyne is my friend. Right there. Bum 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 is what I wanna do. La 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 la. La 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 la. No wonder A. That's very low. Wow, I sound like a man. It's great. I love it. Okay, boy. Yeah, it's fine. Ain't nobody gonna know. Flatten the curve. I don't know why I just did that. Was that like German quarantine authority? Flatten the curve. It's so bad. I can't do accents at all. let's see. That's cool. Yeah, we're gonna do also like probably one more. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, should be alright. Why is it like too harmonic over here? That sounds good, like on its own.
Yeah, there's definitely such a thing as too harmonic, you know, and I'm like a harmony lover, so it's really hard for me to take out things that I just sang. But yeah, I really am glad I ended up getting rid of this bit because it is a little bit too much harmony.
Maybe just take the last note.
With love, and many of them hold with love.
I like that better. Okay, let's do it. I'm gonna check this filter that I made for the ending and see if it works.
All the pieces,
Oh, well. Okay.
took all the pieces of me I've been mean to, and many of them hold with love.
Kind of doesn't work for this. All right, that's fine.
A lot of the times you guys have seen me do this, but I do save a lot of effects and instruments in Ableton and use them over and over and over again. So this was me trying to use one and it's not working.
It seems really, really obvious to do isotope. Maybe it's just an EQ. Maybe it's just something like very simple. Just a little low pass.
Took all the pieces of me I've been mean to, and many of
I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna emphasize the highs, overemphasize the highs, and then I'm gonna sweep. Oh, okay.
That's one thing I would totally recommend too, is like know your effect by heart. Different types of EQ, like what's a tremolo, what's a flanger, like how do they affect vocals or, you know, instruments, whatever it is that you're trying to affect, because you'll just rotate through that library in your brain really fast and have a lot of ideas for different parts really quickly.
and many of them hold with love. Took all the pieces of me I've been mean to, and many of them took all the pieces of me I've been mean to, and many of them hold with love.
That's good. All right, and then I'm gonna just write it. I could do it, but I could automate it, but I want to write it by hand, honey. By hand. I be silly today.
Took all the pieces.
Like I wanted to be like more. Woo.
Took all the pieces.
Yeah. Look more like that.
Took all the pieces.
And like have it swoop downward.
Took all the pieces of me.
But like noticeably like here, you know?
Took all the pieces of me I've been mean.
Ay. Come on. Oof. Moof. Oof moof is what I gotta say about this.
Took all the pieces of me. Took all the pieces of me I've been mean.
So for those of you guys that didn't catch this, what I did is I used like a 1073 emulator from UAD, and then I just overemphasize the highs, and then I'm sweeping with the EQ up to those highs and downs, and I'm like really trying to find the right sweep.
Took all the pieces of me I've been mean.
Could add tremolo, like a triplet tremolo or something. Boom. Boom. Bam.
Took all the pieces of me I've been mean to.
Yeah, I think this is different from the other videos that I did, the first Girl That Was Perfect videos, because that was my first day producing. So, you know, I was like, oh, let's just throw in a kick. Let's just throw in a snare. Let's like, you know, let's shape the track. This is me being very, very fiddly with everything.
Just like a hard cut. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, usually with these types of things where I like build a part, whether it's with my voice or an instrument or something, I do get really particular. Like here, I wanted to end at the exact precise moment that I wanted to end. You know, no strange little artifacts, just for it to be perfect.
You know what? That's what I want. Is I want it to like fucking hang for like a second and then like kick into something dope. I think that'd be cool.
And the girl that was perfect took all the pieces of me I've been mean to.
Yeah, take that kick out right here.
The girl perfect took all the pieces of me.
What would happen if I like frequency swept this? It'd be weird, or that'd be cool, or what? Or what?
Perfect took all.
I like that. I love that. I love that.
Yeah, so you guys have probably heard the song by now. If you haven't, check it out. But if you know the second verse of the song, like what it does, the main dynamic idea is that it comes in and out. You know, it starts with like, oh, a little bit of guitar voice, bam, drums, comes right out. So that's what you see me doing. I'm deleting drums. I deleted those kicks right there. I'm deleting those. I've deleted some snares. I'm just really trying to create that comes in, comes out vibe.
Took all the pieces of me I've been mean to. And letting them hold love.
Okay, so kind of filler we're gonna build for here. Build a fill. What kind? What kind?
Took all the pieces of me I've been mean to. And letting them
Snare and like a tom-tom situation. Let me see what I have in like my folder. What fills do I have? Let me just see.
So one thing I would say is, you know, I'm looking in the folder of things that I've created. There's a bit of confirmation bias there for sure, because when you create your own samples, you create like the tip top of what you love. So, you know, I'm getting like the things that I've used before and like really just like reinforcing my production style, which is really cool. But at the same time, you know, there's a bit of danger there of like staying a little bit too close in one spot.
with love.
Get louder, please.
And many of them hold with love.
But a gritty grit.
Hold with love. Many of them hold with love.
Boy. Cool, but like.
With love.
Is that like talking like this?
With love.
Oh yeah, okay. Like
Love.
okay, it's very fucking off.
Many of them hold with love.
Okay, off. All locals are off. They're distracting me. Okay, this is fucking so off. All right, here we go. It's like this is like where it's supposed to go. Okay, yeah, that's the rhythm. That is the rhythm for sure. And then I really like some of the sounds. Right here, like just the sounds are cool. Maybe like take this, go over here, right? Something. I like the sweep on it very much. I love that. Took it to like. What if I did like, I do like those for something, but like this. That's cool. And like spread them a little bit. I don't like this. And then like frequency it or something. This is very like, this is gonna sound very odd, but like, just like the sound. It's like a strange. Yeah, that's. It's weird, right? It's really like interesting though. So maybe. I like that.
But every part of my mind with that good of thinking I'm enough, perfect.
Not there though. And
but
okay.
perfect. Took all the pieces of me I've been mean to, and many of them whole with love. Many of them whole with love. But
Okay, so you are a cool fill, but like you're very aggressive. I'm sorry, sir, but you need to chill. Yeah, like I want to sleep on it.
and many of them whole with love.
Yes, I wish I was recording that. It was good.
With love.
I like that. That's kind of what I want this bar to be. I know some beers are coming for just one bar, but that's what I want.
I've been mean to.
Boom. And I want to do this and just like.
Okay, just to explain what I'm doing here, I grabbed a fill that I've created, cut it up, took the parts, the hits that I really liked, placed them specifically in eighth notes in this bar, and then I tuned down some of the middle ones to give it this impression of being like dun 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 dun.
Obvious. I like that. That's really interesting.
Me, I've been mean to, and many of them hold mean to. Many of them hold.
Okay, I want like I know which stomp I want. Stomp. Come on, honey. That one.
I've been mean to, and many of them hold.
How are we sounding together though? Friends, let's take a look. Wow, she's pretty.
Mean to, and many of them.
I think she needs to be. The highs need to go wider though. Like by highs I mean like from yeah. You.
Just to explain what I did, I used a program called Isotope Imager, and I specifically spread some of the higher mids wider while keeping the lows in the mid.
All the pieces of me I've been mean to, and many of them hold.
Or do we want this fill here?
Took all the pieces of me I've been mean to.
Yeah.
Many of them hold.
Yeah, and then I was kind of like reverse into this part.
Mean to, and many of them.
Honestly, it's probably just a crash, but like when it's way too long for my needs, like so long. Like why is it so long? Like I don't. No.
Mean to, and many of them.
It's so long.
Mean to, and many of them hold.
It's like literally needs to be like half that size, even that. Oh, where's the like adaptive grid?
Mean to, and many of them hold with love.
I don't love
Is
that.
a me I've been mean to, and many of them hold.
It sounds like super inserted. Like, let me look in my folder because that's where all the best shit is. Like effects, maybe. Honestly, like that hey would be like lit right here.
All the pieces of me I've been mean to, and many of them whole with love.
Like not what I was looking for, but like, I'm gonna try this. I'm not sure. I could try.
Me I've been mean to, and many of them whole with love.
See if it's like not terrible though. Like I'm not gonna lie, that's not terrible.
That good I've been mean to, and many of them whole with.
It definitely adds the urgency.
That was perfect. Took all the pieces of me I've been mean to, and many of them whole with love.
I actually like really like that, and it's a little pitched, like.
Me I've been mean to, and many of them whole with love.
I do like that.
Yeah, just to kind of reiterate what I just showed you guys here, I think with a lot of effects, it is for that sense of urgency. Yeah, so just try taking some stuff, reversing it, because it is really interesting what things reversed will do to your track.
Mean to, and many of them whole with love.
I do like that, like right there.
Mean to, and many of them whole.
Actually, I'm lying. I like this one better.
Mean to, and many of them whole. Mean to, and many of them whole with love. Is a me I've been mean to, and many of them whole.
It's very, very, very loud, so I'm just.
Took all the pieces of me I've been mean to, and many of them whole.
Like, how loud is this percussion? It's
All
unbelievable.
the pieces of me I've been mean to, and many of
I also have this doing that, which I like the sound of it more. So
And then-
I already had that. I'm just okay.
I don't know if this happens to you guys, but yeah, sometimes I'll like make the same part twice just because I forgot I already made it. Yeah, it really helps to have good memory as a producer.
Panda. Ben, 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 ben. All right, guys, so that was the end of video number 4. In the next video, number 5, I will be still on verse 2. I spent a lot of time on this verse for some reason, so, you know, I didn't want to post like an hour-long video, so it's just broken up into 2. So, yeah, make sure you don't miss out. So, hit the subscribe button, and like I said, if you don't understand anything I did in this video, if I kind of skipped over something, went too fast, just ask in the comments, and I will reply. And I will see you guys on the next one.